This story isn't a Katie dating fiasco tale, but it's a doozy. And I'm happy about it too, because I could use a break from my own bad dating stories. This one is about Olivia. I met Olivia at a party I didn't even want to go to. It was a friend of a friend's rooftop thing where everyone looked too good, and the music was just loud enough to make talking feel like a competitive sport. My friend had just gone off to shoot her shot with a hottie by the DJ, so I sat on a corner chair to people watch when she stumbled upon me and sat in the chair on my right. "You wouldn't believe why I'm here," this girl said, sloshing both the drink in her cup and her words. Honestly, I probably could believe anything she said because I just didn't care enough. But I have been that girl with the sloshy drink and the sloshy words, and you just need someone to listen and tell you you're right. So that became my role, and she began. "I lived with this guy for 2 years," she announced. 2 years! Do you know how long that is? That is 730 days. That is 1,051,200 minutes. Yes, I did the math. That's a lot of minutes, I offered. She took a big swig and looked out into the distance as if she wasn't even at the rooftop anymore. Do you know what this man told me after 730 days? He comes up to me one day as I'm sitting on the sofa that we both bought from IKEA 1.5 years before. I'm minding my business, watching my series, and this man comes up to me and tells me that he never technically asked me to be his girlfriend. And then he says, and I quote, "Technically, we've both been single this whole time." This really was a doozy. I think I gasped as Olivia continued. "We never sat down and had the 'what are we' conversation, but we hung out most days, met each other's friends, and once our individual leases were up, we decided to move in together. I definitely introduced him as my boyfriend, but now that I think about it, I don't think he ever referred to me as his girlfriend out loud. He would just say, 'Meet Olivia.' But I met his mom, and we went to his grandma's funeral, and I held him when he cried. But no, technically, he says we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend." I stayed silent, mouth open in disbelief. "Oh, but wait," she said. "It gets worse, because he's telling me this not because he's realized that he made a mistake, not because he suddenly wants to commit officially. No, he's telling me this because he's met someone he does want to date officially." I offered a "you've gotta be kidding me" commentary, but Olivia was on one. "I stood there like an absolute fool," she continued, while this man explained that he wasn't technically breaking up with me because in his mind we were never actually together. As if I just imagined our entire relationship. As if we were roomies who spent holidays with each other's families, took romantic vacations together, and signed our lease as part of some delusional fever dream. Then, Olivia got this crazy and slightly scary little spark in her eyes. I thought she was going to start twitching. She took a deep breath and seemed to remember she was talking to someone, so she looked back at me. "I think I turned into a robot after that," she said. "I don't even remember if I said anything to him. He stood there staring at me, waiting for me to say who knows what. I turned around, packed a bag, walked out, and texted my group chat. And that is why I'm here, at this fine establishment, consuming my weight in whatever is in this cup and telling my tragic tale to a stranger. By the way, I'm Olivia. Love your top." "I'm Katie," I responded. "Olivia, that may be the worst thing I've ever heard. And I recently found out the guy I was dating had a whole marriage he was hiding." She sighed. "Katie, it gets even worse. He had the audacity, the unhinged, insane audacity, to text me today asking for the Netflix password. And I gave it to him." "Oh, Olivia, why?" I groaned. She shrugged and half smiled. "I changed it 5 minutes after I told him. Let him start his show just to get kicked off." She raised her glass to me. "To all the delusional men out there, may they never know peace." I clinked my glass against hers. "To delusional men, Olivia. And to you, for being the main character of this party."